and welcome to another edition of Addition. I'm your host, Addy Snowden. I'm a quantum life coach helping you jump into the reality of your dreams. You can always book with me at calendly.com/addition pod. As you can see, this is the show is changing again. As you can see, you have a much better view of me. As you can see, I'm YouTube only. Okay, we are on YouTube. It was too much. I was using like a streaming software to stream me to like 10 different platforms at the same time when really all I cared about was growing on YouTube. So I'm committing and focusing, reining in on YouTube. So you're going to catch me here. All my new video content will be here, and all my content on other platforms are going to be links to my YouTube. So, yes, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube because that's what I'm doing here. I'm a YouTuber officially. And as you can see, I have a whole new setup. Now that I'm YouTube only, I can record on my phone, I can record on the back camera. I don't need to have a laptop. I'm using my cell service versus Wi-Fi, so I'm not buffering. Like, I'm so excited for this change, and it was really scary because I was like, "Oh my God, what about my fans on TikTok? What about Twitch? Whatever, you know what I mean?" But it's like it doesn't matter because all I care about is YouTube's, and everyone has YouTube. Everyone can watch me on YouTube. It's okay. So I'm so excited to be like location independent now. Like location independence is something that's like a always a goal or value of mine. I never want to be tied down to a specific location. Like I never want to work a job where I have to be at a specific location. I never want to run a business where I have to be in a specific location, and I never want to have a podcast or a YouTube channel where I need to be stationary in a specific location. I want to be able to take the show on the road. I want to be able to do it anywhere, okay? So I'm now location dependent. I just have my little tripod. I got my little cute little pink mic. All the butterflies are out. So pretty in Thailand today. So today I'm so excited. Everyone knows the What Addie's Geeked Out About this week's segment of the show. So this is an episode of all geeked out. So just things that I'm geeked out about this week because I want to just be excited. I never wanted this to feel like a job. I never wanted this to feel laborious. I don't want it to be too serious because that's not my life anymore. So, what I'm geeked out about this week, like, imagine like Crunch all berries. Everyone wants the all berries, right? Captain Crunch. This is all geeked out, okay? All geeked out. And maybe, who knows, maybe every episode's going to be like this now because I'm live streaming way more. If you missed it, Jolene and I were on the beach. I live streamed at the beach. You could hear the ocean sounds and us just kind of vibing together, which is always fun. We have a band, Jolene and I, so you're going to hear us sing more. Go ahead and support our content. We're getting our sound together. We have fans going all the time. There's so many noises in Thailand. I'm sure you can hear the cicadas. Somebody's mowing their lawn. Who knows what's going on? That's why I got this little microphone. But no, B, no. Okay, but Thailand is loud, so we're figuring out the sound for you guys. But just so much more to offer. So excited to show more of myself, more of my life, more of what we have going on, because we just need more positive content. So, okay, so what I'm geeked out about, the first thing I'm geeked out about the J Snow content audit. So as you guys know, my wife, her name's J Snow. You can find her on YouTube _JAYYSNOW. And every episode she like pulls tarot cards to tell you, like, to help you focus for the next week. You definitely go check it out, J Snow Wellness Show. And you pick a group, and that determines like what cards you get. So the group that I picked was a content audit. And a content audit is something I've been talking about on Edition with Addy Snowden for a while now. As soon as I launched quantum coaching, I think one of the first videos I made was about doing a content audit. And it was about, like, if you're unhappy, it's a choice because look at the things you're choosing to watch: true crime, Armageddon, dystopia, like negativity, divorce, all of it. And I had to, like, even with the awareness that I needed to audit my content, like there's levels of truth, right? And I we had a movie day yesterday, and I feel like I always naturally want to tend to these like negative movies that are like insightful, but like there are positive movies that are insightful too. And it's like so I instead of picking a negative movie, I picked Jumanji, which I was is one of my favorite movies, and it's just so fun. It has no purpose other than just to be fun and entertaining. And that's like there's a lot of content out there like that, and I don't know why we as a society have pivoted to these traumatic dramas. Like I think about everyone loves Severance right now. Severance is really, 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 really depressing. And it's like, how are you going to spend all day at work and then go watch a show about a traumatic workplace? Like, what are we doing? We had recently watched some true crime, which we watched Dahmer, which is a movie that I had, or a show that I had tried to avoid, and I think we both did, but it's like, it's such in like public lexicon, public zeitgeist. It's like you don't want to miss out on the references and things like that. It rained, so you're gonna see water drop on me. Not on me. I positioned a little perfectly, so it wouldn't get directly on me. But yeah, so we went from watching Dahmer, Jeffrey Dahmer, to watching what's Natalia, The Curious Case of Natalia. And it's like I could be focusing on all the bad things that happen in the world, or I could just focus on like the good things that are happening in the world. And it's not like we're always watching negative stuff. We watch a lot of fun stuff, but it's like really easy to get sucked into that like low vibrational content. It it feeds something it's exciting. It just like strokes something inside of us, or I don't know. And Black Mirror was the final straw, and it's like I have always really liked that show, but I don't know why. It's really negative, really depressing, and it's like after watching a few seasons of it, it's like, what am I doing? We're living in paradise. We're steps from the beach. It's sunny blue skies, and beautiful rains. Like, why are we watching this negative, low vibrational content about how the world's going to end? I don't know. I don't know. So, I love the content audit. We watched 3 movies yesterday. We started with Bruce Almighty, which is another thing that I'm gonna get into. We watched Jumanji 1 and 2, which heaven, right? And then we watched The School of Rock, which was amazing. Now moved into my top 10 movies. Like shout out to Jay Snow. She always knows what I like. So yeah, and they were all great. So now I'm gonna pivot into the next thing that I'm geeked out about this week, which is all of those movies that we just watched. So just have a little bit on each of them. Bruce Almighty was so good. I've talked about Jim Carrey on this show before. Like he's spiritual guy, manifester, and just even cool to see him do a movie about God, a mainstream movie, a blockbuster movie about God and spirituality and religion. Like, I don't know if they make movies like that anymore. So it was just really cool to see. And something that Julie and I were laughing about, it was like he had the powers of God, and his main focus was getting his job back, which is so funny. And it's just a reminder of like how as humans we can just be thinking so small. I've not last week, the week before, Jolene and I went to the beach and we went parasailing. And parasailing in Thailand is very different. So it's some ways it's normal. You have the big hot air balloon type thing, parachute. There's a boat that takes you around in the air on your parachute, but there are a few differences. So one, we running start on the beach. We don't start in the boat. Like we parasailed in Miami and we're in the boat and we start on the boat. Whereas in Thailand, we're literally running on the beach, and then get flown up in the air by the boat, which is so cool, like amazing, but not at all what we expected, right? Second, there's another person, there's a man on there just balancing on the parachute strings, guiding the parachute in different directions, which is crazy and really, really cool. Like, how do you get that job? That is such a cool job to just fly around on a parachute, balancing on the strings. It's crazy. It's truly insane. And then the third difference is that you literally come down to a running. You literally, Jolene had to break the fall for all three of us. Like it was crazy. We just landed on the beach with our feet from the air. And like I used to have a fear of heights. I don't think I have it anymore because Jolene's kind of forced it out of me. But that typically would be terrifying for me. So, yeah, so anyway, the point of that whole story is when you're in the air, you look down at people and see how tiny they are. They look like these little ants. And that's why we think small, because we are small. We think that we're big. We're big compared to, these little ants and flies and bugs and stuff, but we're really small in the grand scheme of things. Like, as you guys, I have plants behind me. Like, if you stretch out this vine, this fig plant that's behind me, it's huge compared to me, right? These hedges, the trees I'm looking out, they're huge. This house, it's huge. We're tiny. And until we go in the air, we don't get that perspective. But that's why we can think small. And it's like we have to think bigger. We have to dream bigger. It was so sad to see Bruce. Like, there's so many things that Bruce could have focused on. And that's kind of the point of the movie. He's so self-absorbed and really obsessed with work. But there's so many things that he could have focused on besides getting his job back with literally the powers of God, right? Okay, then next is Jumanji. Jumanji, is such a good movie, and my wife told me, she was like, that she had resisted that movie, and because she thought it was a guy movie or a boy movie, and that's the case for me with a lot of shows that she loves, like Ed, and Eddie. I never watched Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. I don't know why shows get gendered or movies get gendered, because I have a brother. Like, I watched everything. Like, Pokemon was a great show, and that's like a show I want us to watch together. But like, I love that movie. It is just such a good story. And Robin Williams, R.I.P., such an amazing actor. Um, when I can't think of Jim Carrey without thinking about Robin Williams, and that's why I even picked Jumanji, because Jim just makes me think about him. And one's still with us, one isn't, and that movie just was really, I don't know why I loved it, but I saw that it was set in New Hampshire, which is a place I spent years. And it's kind of like an ironic coincidence. I don't know that I ended up living in a town like that for years. Um, I went to boarding school. I forgot he was about to get sent to boarding school. I The absent parents. I grew up without my parents in childhood. I think the orphaned kids, even though I wasn't an orphan, like I think I just kind of related to not having my parents around, and that was the case for the kids in the movie. And I love animals, and I loved those monkeys, were the CGI monkeys, like that. I guess were really innovating at that time. I loved those monkeys. I thought they were so funny. And the Stampede, oh my gosh, it's just it's just fun. It's fun. And the remake, they did a really good job of modernizing it. It obviously won't and will never be the same. But it is, we were watching it and I was like, is this what they want VR to be? Because that's a little bit too immersive for me. I feel like the point of Jumanji is that games are real, you know. They're fake, but they're real, you know, and they can be immersive. And I also love the message that you only have one life. Like the idea that video games give you like 5 lives is misleading. Like all games, you should just have one life and have to start over because that's life. We always only have one life. So, um, and then what was the last one? School Rock. Oh my gosh, so good. I relate to Jack Black's character so much. I relate to I relate to all of the adult characters, honestly. I've been Jack Black. I feel like I with my wife, I'm kind of like forcing her to tap into her creativity and because she's so incredibly talented and I just, you know, it's something you just do, you know, and I feel like, you know, I don't know, a creative doula, I don't know. That's something that is really passionate and important to me because I have always had people like feed into my creativity throughout my life or support my creativity. And I want everyone to have that experience because it's truly invaluable. So Jack Black's character was awesome, but I also could relate to the principal. You know, during my corporate era, it becomes so serious so fast, and it's like I never was even supposed to be corporate. Like I remember my senior year of college, I made a promise to myself that I would never do corporate, and I broke it because I was like, you know what, like I don't know what corporate is, you know, I can't judge it, but I did, you know. I was never supposed to be part of my plan, you know, and then it just happens, and you just lose yourself and think like because no one's gonna murder you for not doing a good job. Like it's crazy, like the way we think it's so serious and it's not, you know, like nothing is that serious and all of a sudden they make us feel like it's so serious. And I mean, even calling fired, like what, you're setting me on fire, like what is that, like what is the etymology of fired, like come on. It should just be called a breakup, like they don't want to work with you anymore, and that's cool. I've only been fired once, and it was from Smoothie King like years ago, and it's because I didn't want to scoop the Hulk ice cream. And I was so sad, I cried. I lasted 2 weeks, and I couldn't believe that they would fire me over something like that. Like, seriously, F you, Smoothie King. Like, what? I loved making those smoothies. But the ice cream was too hard. It was like, and you're about to blend it with ice. Why does it need to be rock solid like that? Like, it was setting people up for failure, okay? I'm convinced, okay? This is the yadam. It's like these Thai herbs, and they smell amazing. I guess they're called an inhaler. It's very similar to Vicks Vapor Rub, but it's like herbs, and they sell them everywhere. Gas stations. These are like it's like pennies, 50 baht. I don't know what that is in dollars, but maybe 50 cents or something. Anyway, so and then I also could relate to Jack Black's roommate character because you know, he gave it up, you know, and I remember selling my guitar years ago when I left Vermont because it couldn't fit in my car, and everyone was telling me, don't sell it, don't sell it. And it took years for me to replace it for no reason, too. And that's why you don't sell it, right? Because they're not expensive. They're not that expensive, but they're just expensive enough to talk you out of it. And I'm so grateful that Jolene gifted me a guitar a couple Christmases ago. That's how I have the guitar I have now. Also, Google had a music room, which I was so grateful for. That really helped me as well. But yeah, everyone tells you to give up on your dreams. Everyone. And it's like, it's so practical, right? And I loved it how the end, it was, you know, just kind of this after school program because, like, for people, for the world to tell people that like Jack Black's character, they're losers when they're incredibly talented musicians and are able to get people excited about something, get kids excited. Like that's talent, and I'm so tired of it's basically like anyone like being fully alive is demonized. Like it's like just having fun is demonized. Being happy is demonized. And why is that? Why can't life be fun? Why can't we just do things we love? Why do we tell people that we can't follow our dreams? It's crazy. Okay. So that's School of Rock. Awesome. Love that. And then what else am I geeked out about? Okay, of course. So I want to talk about my eyes. So this is like, I need to keep you guys checked in because I still have not been wearing my glasses. It's probably been about 2, maybe almost 3 weeks now. And I kind of want to like give you an update. Oh my gosh, that is a gigantic snail. Oh my God, do you want to see the snail? You guys, these snails are everywhere. Okay, I'll show you this. I can't show you. I can't show you the house. And I can't tell you why. Oh my gosh, but just know that there's a gigantic snail right there. Okay. I'm glad because I didn't want to reposition the camera anyway. But so my eyes. So after not wearing my glasses for 3 weeks, I need to tell you some superpowers that I now have. So one, Jolene and I were live streaming at the beach, and it's so easier to play in person, like play guitar, sing, because I can't see people's facial expressions. They're blurred. So it's like I can be cringe and not care because I literally just can't see what expressions they're making on their face. And then one time, Julie and I went to dinner a couple nights ago, and we were getting in the car, like we called a Grab. I can link the Grab video if you missed it. And I was like, she was like, "Oh, I love the Isuzus," and I was like, "How'd you know it was an Isuzu?" And it was because it was on the car. You know what I mean? It's like I saw the car, but I didn't see the writing Isuzu. And I'm like, and why would I even need to see that? Like I can see the license plate, I can see the car. It's just their branding, it's their marketing. So it's like all this marketing around, it's like a lot of it I can't see. I truly can't. And Jolene had the really profound insight the other day that like we don't like going into like commercial business like downtown districts because they talk or it's all the signage, it's they're promoting ad like just a physical storefront is an ad, and not being able to see that stuff is amazing. It's so cool. And it's like, and that this is what I meant with like my eyes naturally know what to focus on, because what I have not done is tripped. What I've not done is guide us into a ditch. What I've not done is walk into a tree. Even with my contacts, I walked into glass sliding doors. I haven't done that with my glasses or without my glasses or contacts. So again, I really encourage you guys to just stop taking your glasses off. It's giving that like they want everyone's advertising to be seen, and that's why they're like, can you see this line? 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 Why in the world would you need to see a tiny line at the bottom because somebody's ad has a subtitle that they want you to see? Like, I know this sounds like a conspiracy theory, but I mean, I'm living it. This is my real life right now. Like, I'm geeked out about not correcting my vision. And then last but not least, my hair. You guys, it looks so good. It's so healthy. Big shout out to my wife for doing it for me. She used to be a hairstylist. That's like another talent that she has, and I'm so grateful to benefit from it. Like, because my hair looks beautiful, and I'm not doing anything to it anymore. I'm not getting it braided. I can just get my own hair braided. And I'm just like, this kind of energy. I'm also not shaving. I'm just like letting all of that stuff go because it's a huge distraction. Like I have a I have dreams, like I have goals, I have visions, and all of this stuff, like all these appointments, like for nails, waxing, hair, are just distractions. Like you look beautiful. If you're listening to this, I'm telling you right now, you look beautiful, you look handsome. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you, and they just want to like busy us and make us feel like there's something wrong with us. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Just focus on your what you're supposed to be doing. Like right now, I'm supposed to be making this podcast and YouTube channel. Okay, I'm making this podcast and YouTube channel, and I'm playing music and I'm singing. Like that's what I'm doing. I'm existing. I'm with my wife. I'm loving my wife. I'm loving my family. Like everything else is just a distraction, and it was really hard for me to make this hard pivot on this episode. Like, but I have to be authentic to me. I'd spent enough time trying to be like Miss Perfect tech person, trying to put you on game, trying to educate you about your career. Obviously, y'all don't care about that as much as me, being free. So I have to honor that. Like when I saw the view count for that beach video compared to the view counts for my other lives, and you can even hear us talking, I said, okay, I gotta switch it up. Gotta switch it up. So I also am using the back camera, so I can't see my phone. And you need to leave a comment if you want me to talk about something. Comment if you feedback, if you, anything, put it in the comments because I can't see the chat. And this is great. This was such a great episode. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing what I'm geeked out about this week. I truly love you guys, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. Bye. Okay. Oh my God. How do I stop the live? Oh wait, I'm gonna read all the comments before I stop the live. Okay. We love you. Skin is pocking. I'm in the chat. That's a good question. Fired is crazy. Be sad and ugly crying about a job you gonna be at for just a minute. Yes, show us. Huge distractions. Thank you so much, Jay Snow, for watching. I love you. All right. Thanks for the likes, you guys. And I'm ending the live.